Last time, on our quest to transform our old Merc bus into a styling overland vehicle, we were quite thin on content. Despite that, we sorted out the right way to mount our aircon unit. Markiplier Chris finally completed the complex metal framework for the left side of the vehicle, and I launched our little t-shirt giveaway. A limited edition? This week we will be doing another limited edition t-shirt giveaway. We make massive strides in the side panel department. Mirai's petite butt is taking shape nicely. We get paid a visit by a person who dabbles in all things rubber. And work starts on the framework on the right side of the vehicle. All this and so much more in episode 100. Yes, 100 of A Dream Called Mirai. It is a new week, it is a new day, and it is episode 100. I not in a million years thought we would ever get here, but here we are. Episode Ian Hornet 100. I'm wearing my Mirai t-shirt, and because it's 100, I think we will do another little t-shirt giveaway in this episode, so keep watching. Just before we get into the main insert, I do need to get something off my chest. I'm not sure how many of you are aware that I spent a long time in Ukraine, and just about a year and a half. And what I did in that time is I documented the illegal trade in bear cubs and the amazing work that a team of animal welfare volunteers were doing, sterilizing the tens of thousands of stray dogs that run the streets of the cities in Ukraine. I traveled the country flat. In this past week, I have seen Putin launch rocket attacks on numerous cities, north, south, east, west, and central. Not one of the targets was military. There were schools, playgrounds, bridges, civilians. And this is the man our South African government is in bed with. Yes, so I had to get that off my chest and to just let my friends in Ukraine know you are in my thoughts, you are always in my thoughts. Let's get back to something that we do have some control over. Last week I was a little bit concerned, things are a bit slow on the ground, and hopefully things speed up. I know that we have finished all the framework on this side of the vehicle and we can now move across to this side. So without any further ado, let's see what the boys are up to. My new best friend is Aubrey Sonicus, the old school panel beating guru who is responsible for the silky smooth metal finish across Mirai's exterior paneling, her skin. Assisted by Markiplier Chris's mini-me Nikki, Aubrey is installing the top rear panel of Mirai's sexy behind. All the wiring has been run, and so now all that remains is for the panel to be sealed into place. Aubrey informs me that he will finish the edges off in a way that makes all the joints seamless. Right, let's do a catch up with our man Markiplier Chris. Chris has always been saying that he really wants to finish this side of the bus so he can climb in and get cracking with the stuff for the other side, and that's what he's busy with now. All that fire and brimstone you see is for the framework for the storage on the driver's side of the vehicle. The large storage area door is pretty straightforward. The door to our inverter box is a bit more tricky. We do have cooling fans in the box, but we also need a vent on the door. Temperatures in our part of the world can reach the upper 40 centigrade, and we need to make sure our compartments do not overheat in those situations. This is also why we have a few layers on all our storage doors. Rocky has been tasked with putting the final layers on the doors. The skin. A big jump forward is what you see here. The skin that is going on the side of the vehicle and the covering on the doors. This is what Rocky has been busy with for the last couple of days. Lots of panel beating, hammering, banging, just to get the steel over the lip. This is going to look kick-ass. To get to that kick-ass stage, Rocky uses the tried and tested methods as laid down by my new best friend Aubrey. It is a precise bit of panel beating. The small lip needs to be beaten over the edge of the frame, and it all needs to be nice and smooth. And here is the end result. This is our main ammo box slider compartment, and it looks freaking awesome. Things are moving along very nicely. With the doors in place now, the fine tuning must happen so everything opens and closes without any issues. After Markiplier Chris completed his work on the frames for our storage units, work on the compartment doors has begun in earnest. Bram is happy with the overall door construction, and now Chris smooths out the last few lumps and bumps. He then shifts his attention to the framework for the right side of Mirai. After the complexity of the last frames, hopefully this is a breeze and things speed up. But what about Mirai's interior? We need to insert a small control panel for our water gauge, as well as switches for our outside work lights at the rear and the right side of Mirai. Rocky has cut out a plywood template and, under Off-Grid Donald's watchful eye, checks to make sure it fits and leaves enough space for us to hang a few items of clothing in our only hanging space in the vehicle.
Doesn't matter which way around it goes.
Round way to the front, shiny side down, I think.
Moving to the driver's cab, we need to install our overhead shelf so Donald can hook up all his power points for our TV set. This shelf will not be closed, as our power unit for our aircon to run off shore power will also live up here and will need a good airflow. Then Off the Grid Donald showed me something really special.
Yeah, you want to open your lid?
Yeah? It's open.
Okay, and push the button at the top.
Druk die blauwe knoppie.
Hold it in.
Yay! Who would have thought that flushing a loo could be so rewarding? We dedicate this momentous occasion to the new King of England.
We got a loo. We can poo.
Off-Grid Donald has indeed delivered the goods. That was a royal flush. Alrighty, just some feedback on what some of you folks are saying about our little t-shirt competition and the dates it's going to be ready. And remember what I said, the person who gets the closest to the day that this vehicle drives out of this workshop, we give you a little collector's item, a t-shirt like this one. Alrighty, so we've got Sean who reckons the 15th of December. Brew. Then we got Brian saying 20th of December, Ewald 21 December, Bosk 15th of January, Wendy 20th of Feb. I'm glad you didn't say the 30th of Feb. And then we have Daniel. Now Daniel's doing his own post, so this guy's got a bit of insight. He's saying March. Brew. And then Barent. No, brother, 10th of April. No, not a chance, have it? So yeah, keep them coming in. You might get one of these. And I'm going to announce another little giveaway a little bit later in the insert. All that action that was going on behind me during that link needs a closer look. This is epic stuff that we are starting.
So what's going on here, bro?
Fun times, Philip. Fun times. Now the party is starting.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait. You can see the look that you're going to have with your doors already. But now all the plates assembling now is starting. That we can put the jacket on Mirai. And then obviously the paint that me and you are going to decide now in the next 10 minutes. Because we want to start with the roof, painting this roof this week still.
The clear plastic sheeting is being used to make templates that will then be used as a stencil to mark out the steel panels. These panels are all made from 0.8mm in tech. The old panels were 3mm hectic steel. This will make a huge difference to our overall weight. As Rocky continues placing the skin on all the doors, Uncle Aubrey is keeping a close eye on things, as the main side panel is cut out of the steel sheeting. Once completed, the steel is secured onto the side of the vehicle. Using the plastic sheeting template means that our steel is a perfect fit. Aubrey makes sure all the supporting steel is bump and blemish free, as any faults will cause imperfections on the side panel. Next, Aubrey shifts his attention to the lower half of Mirai's sexy rear end. I thought this panel would be a breeze. Not so.
This looks like one sort of an easier panel to do than the others, huh?
Just much more holes.
There's about 5 holes need to be cut out.
Okay.
Shows you what I know, and that is why we have these boys working on our dream. Aubrey needs a Mirai name, and after seeing him ply his trade, I christen him Aubrey the PK, or Aubrey the Paneel Klopper. Speaking of paneels, this morning I also spent a short little while with Brahm, and we decided on the final color for the exterior of our vehicle. Now I'm not going to disclose it to you just yet, because when we do our big reveal one of these months, that is when you will see exactly what this car is going to look like. However, that reveal is still a little way off. Before then, a critical element needs addressing: sealing Mirai and making her water and dust proof. All these gaps need to be sealed, and they need to be sealed properly. Enter one Wilma MacDonald, a good Scottish lass who's into rubber.
Wilma, you've had a look at the vehicle. What do you think? Can you help me?
Definitely, I'm very excited. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. Looking at the different seals that we need to use, and especially the way that they're doing the windows and the interior, I think with the products that we can supply you, we are definitely going to have a great adventure fitting it, and then definitely seeing the end product.
The main entrance door to the living area, that's your challenge, huh?
That is, I have to be honest, top and bottom is not really a problem, but the left-hand side is throwing a bit of a curveball, but challenge is always very exciting. I'm going to be thinking about your vehicle all the way back to Pinetown.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you. Looking forward to finishing the journey with you.
Wilma has already sussed out the gap on our main windows where they meet Mirai's roof. And I have no doubt she will find a solution to sealing our main access door, and hopefully that finishing the journey will be in the form of a nice discount on all our rubber seals. Now our roof needs to be prepped ASAP for painting, as that is one thing that must be completed by the time the guys from Senna Windows pitch up on the 2nd of November to install some 200 kilograms of glassware. A lot going on this week, a busy week. Right, let's get down to our little t-shirt giveaway for this week's show, our episode 100. Over my shoulder you can see our custom-made rims. They were made by a gent and a company who came to our rescue after our total mess up of rims way back. First person in the comments under this episode to place the guy's name and his company name, the guys who made these custom made rims, gets the t-shirt. Simple as that. 1, 2, 3, go. All very exciting stuff. Everything is going smoothly, far too smoothly. It's always a risk me coming to the workshop in the late afternoon, because I tend to get irritated quite quickly. I arrived here and suddenly realized that our man, Auto Mark behind me here, isn't the guy to do the radio installation or the camera installations or anything like that. In fact, he knew nothing about it. I just presumed he did. Fortunately, we have got power that he has run to be able to power these things, but we can't install it. So we will double cross that bridge when we burn it. Yep, that we will. Off-Grid Donald has promised to hold Mike's hand when it comes to installing our entertainment systems and our front and rear cameras. A busy week. That is all we have got time for. But yeah, it's been a kicker compared to the last time we chatted. This week has really been pumping. I'm very happy with the way things are going. And you can see this is starting to look like something very special. Just a quick note, read my t-shirt giveaways, just to enforce the fact that, you know, if you enter the competition, that you are going to be giving me permission to use your name and possibly a photograph of you wearing the t-shirt. Just very important in terms of Poppy, etc, etc. So guys, thank you for the support, thank you for the interest. Please be very careful out there. There's a lot going on, some of it pretty nasty. The only person who can protect you, your goodies, your family is yourself. So keep safe. Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. You will find us under A Dream Called Marai. Until next time, keep your dreams alive.